Throw Gang, we are joined by Shall We Shag Now or Shall We Shag Later? Lauren Schlossman and myself, Uncut Joms Harris. Welcome to the weekly running of the boys with today's full episode only available on Uncut Joms.
Am I bugging or is this low energy?
Patreon.com/flowingfits. Lawrence, how you doing? The thing is that when I hear the intros, I feel like the Throw Gang is like too jarring.
Like coming in too hot.
As the first second of audio, yeah.
Yeah, well, you are the most hungover boy in the 5 boroughs, so everyone at home is just going to have to bear with James as his brain relearns how to function.
I'm feeling good. Shout out to Sapphire, classic New York institution, and Desiree.
You said you wanted to say that to the end, though. But you went to the strip club with your girlfriend last night.
Yeah, it was awesome. We'll talk about it at the end.
Who I've not met. I've been here for an hour, and I have not met. I'm not going to say her name. Have you doxed her ever?
You're not her priority.
Well, I mean, is it not polite to meet?
She's blow drying her hair. Relax. You'll meet her.
All right, dude. Whatever.
Okay. Oh, Lawrence, how you doing?
I'm fine. I didn't go out till 4:30 in the morning. I feel good.
You're lost. Before we talk strip club with the missus, see, you fucking blew it. Larry, not getting invited to any New York Fashion Week events.
Oh, come on. Fuck you.
And Kanye's retainer. Let's get to a fit check.
I will say that your little tweet about best supporting actor, I don't know if you're proud of yourself or you think that's a good joke, but Wolf made the exact same joke in our group chat. So
yeah, he then screenshot it and replied to my tweet with that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
As what, like a great minds think alike thing?
Yeah, he's like, what if we kissed at the Genius movie screening?
I think he saw it in theaters.
Yeah. Was it? I didn't know it was in theaters. I guess
just the
opening night
just
only.
the premiere. And it's funny, as much as Kanye was kind of shitting on it being unauthorized and whatever threats he put out on Twitter prior to the Skeet Davidson kerfuffle, he seemingly hosted a whole fucking screening party for it.
Yeah, which good for him.
I wonder because he hasn't commented on what he thought of it. I'm actually curious, but
well, maybe he's gonna comment on part 2 and 3.
He's not
gonna wait. He's not gonna wait.
We're gonna give our opinions, but no one really cares.
Is Claudia a genius? Is Streetwear dead?
Okay, fit check.
How you doing?
Fine.
Oh, you're fine. Fit check. I wore Wally's Beams Plus socks from the missus. Needles Sportswear.
Oh, yeah, the Valentine's Day gift Beams Plus socks.
Christmas.
Needles
Sportswear. Split hem.
Yeah.
On my Jerry Lorenzo.
You're
Louis Vuitton
fully
shit.
Nepenthes out today.
I am. Wow. Engineered Garments T-shirt.
I mean, you always typically are.
Yeah.
Always.
I'm not a fucking loser. Engineered Garments robe.
Are you gonna wear that in public, or is that an at-home thing? This is it's absurd. It's good, and you have matching pants, right?
I have the matching pants.
It's literally pajamas.
No, but it's like a heavy, scratchy wool. It's like EG wool. Feel that? Yeah. It's hot. I'm gonna take this off. But I think if I wear it out, I would have to wear the matching pants.
No, really?
I wore the pants to our Drake's live pod with Delaney.
Pants on their own is great. You and I love a loud pant, but as a robe, I mean, maybe you could wear it with just jeans.
I don't know. I
don't really
figured
wear
it out.
jeans
I still have the tag on it. I've never worn
this. Was your personal order?
This is a personal order from East West Store. Mm-hmm. Shout out Trevor Kirkland. Hope you're doing well, whatever you're doing now, because you're no longer at East West.
No, he's not.
Helly Hansen Japan hat. Hanes boxers. Maiden name sourced vintage rings.
Right, which we'll talk about in a second.
The coolest downtown queer adjacent fucking store brand that personally invited me to their store opening or pop-up event last night. You were not invited. You were my +1 and you bailed.
Well, I feel like I was invited. I was out all day. I got very day drunk with my boy Ping, who was in town.
Monday. It was a Tuesday.
Yeah, but we weren't.
It was National Side Ho Day.
But we're ahead of schedule with guests.
You're right.
And we're gonna.
Okay. So this is a question I have.
Okay.
So I'm traveling.
I was too drunk to meet you at 6:30 is my point.
Okay.
And I think you ultimately ended up going way later anyway, so it's probably for the best.
You would have. Oh my God. I mean, talk about
what?
I'm not a strip club guy. You are a big strip club.
Yeah. What am I gonna crash your fucking romantic liaison? No way.
It's not a liaison. It's
whatever the term.
But my question is, when we do get ahead of schedule,
yeah,
because we have to you're traveling or I'm traveling. Mm-hmm. Let's say I'm traveling, which is the case.
Are you leaving tomorrow?
Yeah, which is the case this time. So we got fully ahead. We'll reveal next week's guest when we're behind the paywall.
And a great fucking guest.
What do you do?
What do you mean?
A weekday when
yesterday. So yesterday I met Nolan because Nolan was in town. Nolan, I got coffee with Nolan, and then because the coffee shop I told him to meet me at
hot coffee shop.
They don't have seating indoors, which I didn't realize. So we had a coffee and we were freezing our ass off. So then we went to Finelli. Is this in front of the paywall? I guess whatever. He has a fake ID, so I was like, "Can you?" Not that we were carded or anything.
How old is he?
I think he's 19.
You're just grooming this little fucking
yes, basically
corked up white boy. Bust it down, sexual style.
Sexual style. That's why I love it. I got hit up by Mel Magazine to talk about the quirked up white boy thing. So
By what magazine?
Mel Magazine.
Okay.
Remember that Alana?
Yeah, the Razor magazine.
Yeah, but it's now not that. Remember it was gone and now it's, I guess, back.
It's back, baby.
But I'm talking to them about the quirked up white boy
back
phenomenon.
like quirked up white boys.
But anyway, so we went to Finelli.
Are you going to mention the Dark Knight remix?
I mean, that's the best example, I feel like, of the meme I've seen thus far.
Father.
Yeah. I think they just want to talk about what are the origins of the quirked up white boy? Is it the Pete Davidsons, the Machine Gun Kellys, the Travis Barkers of the world? Is that the
first time
quirked up white boy?
The first time I saw was Bill Gates just like standing in line to like get an ice cream.
Really?
Busting it down,
sexual style. So good. If you haven't seen that, check out our Instagram. What is it? Are we Throwing Fits or Throwing Fits Pod on Instagram?
Actually, I don't know. Throwing Fits. Our email's throwingfitspod@gmail.com. Don't email us.
Pod. I wonder who has Throwing Fits on TikTok. Anyway,
loser.
So I had a bunch of cocktails with Nolan, waiting for my boy Ping to meet us for lunch. Then Nolan bounced.
Wait, you were having cocktails before lunch? How many cocktails do you have?
2. I had 2 dirty martinis.
Before noon?
Then I had a 4 beer. No, it was like at noon. Then I had a 4 beer lunch. And then, so what do I do?
So you're not hungover. So you just get fucked up.
Yeah, and then me and Ping went to Stofa to check in with the boys. Had a couple beers there as well.
Okay.
So what do I do? That was a jam-packed day. That's not an everyday occurrence when we're not potting. Normally it's the
watch 3 movies.
It's the three movie Larry.
Bro.
Movie mindset.
There were like emails and shit that I assumed you were going to answer.
Not really, dude. Our inbox is dry right now. You arranged
Big things coming.
You arranged that next piece of SpawnCon, and then that was really the only thing to do before. Well, we are designing a lot of clothes. Shh, big things coming.
Sexual style.
All right, I wore.
Where are the short samples at? Yo, Greg, if you're listening, where are they at?
Are we supposed to tell people that we have shorts coming next month?
Shorts coming? Question mark.
Today is this. We are potting on the 16th. Hopefully they will be ready in like a month. I don't know.
Wow. Yeah.
They're good. They're fucking good, man.
Okay. We'll talk about them later.
All right. I wore camion boots to the crib. I have on.
But you're not hungover.
No. Though if I had met you, I would have been in. Normally,
you would have been in dire straits.
Yeah. Normally, if we're potting hungover, we're both hungover from some type of fucking industry, whatever. I'm trying to now.
Which you're blacklisted from.
Dude, why are you creating this false narrative that I'm not invited to things? I am.
We are collectively not invited to things, but I am not invited to less things than you are.
As we established on the Mark Buttass podcast, I am the people's champ. People like me more than you. In terms of the populace, in the industry, the crooked, capital F fashion industry.
Cool guy, fucking thought leaders,
cool, dude.
The geniuses. They fuck with Jimmy. They're on uncut jobs.
This industry full of fucking bastards,
snakes,
pedophiles. Whatever.
Mad Disney motherfuckers, goofies and rats.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I might be goofy, but I ain't stupid. Okay. I have on white socks.
Pedophiles.
In fashion, I would imagine.
Oh,
Mr. Rubchinsky, tear down my pussy.
Quirked up white boy.
He's the dude.
Wearing Gosha. Sexual style.
That was a white boy that was too quirked up.
He flew too close.
Which is crazy that
he flew too close to someone's son.
Does anyone get canceled in fashion? They don't. It's incredible.
Well,
Galliano,
I feel like
canceled.
Not canceled.
He got a better job. He just had to
Where's
lie.
he at now, Margella?
Yeah, he had to lie low for a little bit.
Yeah, he just chilled and went to rehab and stopped wearing Nazi paraphernalia.
Yeah, he just had to chill with the anti-Semitism.
ALT was kind of blacklisted by Anna.
Yeah,
not canceled.
But I think that was a body shaming thing. I think she was really like, "You got too fat to hang."
Damn.
R.I.P. You dead bitch. All right, I am wearing denim vintage Carhartt double knees because I am a jeans yas.
No, you're a fucking
jeans
You're an Explore page product.
I invented the Explore page. If there's a product, you're looking at who's selling, doggy. Okay?
How are the MetaMates? You saw that?
No, what's that?
Facebook now. I guess they called each other Facebookers. Now they're called MetaMates. Like your coworkers are MetaMate.
That is so fucking lame. Not surprised. I am wearing a vintage Fleetwood Mac t-shirt. I have on a Juicy Stussy Grinched up mohair cardigan. I have on a Metalwood Studios hat. I have on Supreme Hanes boxer briefs. As always, the rollie is on the wrist. The wedding ring is on the finger. And that is a complete fit check. I'm drinking Budweiser.
New York adorned earpieces.
Yes. When you're hungover, like you are today, you don't want to tap into a couple buds to feel better.
You're a big hair of the dog guy.
Yes, sirski.
No, it works for sure.
I feel like I have to force you to drink on pot. I have been drinking probably because I don't know if we took a break. I drink consistently on pot. I feel like I have to twist your arm to have and beer.
Well, you're like, yo, in getting your Diet... Oh, by the way, Diet Coke trash. In getting your Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, I had to meet the credit card minimum, so I bought us 2 6-packs.
Yeah, I mean, again, just doing the Lord's work out here.
Just
being a team player. Putting the fucking team on my back.
I got half a 20 I can give you.
Why did you take... You were that fucked up, you just tore a bill to prove a point?
I was like, money isn't real.
Did you do it in front of like a stripper, almost to like flex nuts on them, being like, here's 10, here's 10.
Yeah. Here's some change.
How much did you take out in singles?
Quite a bit. I threw, not like hundreds. I threw like a wad of singles. Felt cool.
Like balled up through a fastball?
I think I had like a bigger wad, and my girlfriend was like, don't throw that much.
Have you ever said her name on the podcast? That's why I was like, I don't want to say anything earlier.
Gabrielle.
Okay.
Is her name.
We are. Are we? I don't know. Okay. That is the complete fit check and drink check on this riveting episode of the only.
I'm drinking a terrible soda and Green Point's
You're
finest.
the Freddy's, the bodega, not even bodega. It's more like a market that we always go, like you said, that we go to meet the.
You're just doxing me left and right.
Oh fuck.
It's fine.
Whatever. They've run out of Diet. You literally drank them out of house and home in terms of Diet Pepsi. Because you're the only guy who buys that. Well, I mean, I'm buying it for you. I'm your emissary.
There's other delis between here and the G train.
Bro, come on, man. It's the closest. Are you saying that you want me to change my path, my routine, so that you can get Diet Pepsi?
I'm not asking you to.
You also did not say please today. That's how I knew you were hungover. You were like, yo. Literally, you did not say please. Normally, you're kind of polite.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was thinking about it. I was going to mention to Jen. I was
Can
like,
you
this
get me a
fucking guy.
DP? All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully they're restocked.
My man does not prescribe to the golden
I've been
rule.
pretty short with you on text recently. I feel like it's just been a lot of like screenshots and like okays.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'd almost rather it be that way.
Yo, I was having this conversation with my boys, of which I have many. It was like
fucking flex alert.
Someone in my friend group was like, yo, and I think they're being slightly facetious, but also definitely some truth to it. I'm not going to out them, and they know who they are, and fucking shame on them because they're not true. They're like, yo, are we the funniest crew?
Oh my God, we should have a podcast
of straight, mostly white males in the world.
That's embarrassing.
They like literally said that, and the reason
did that person get clowned into Bolivian?
You know them, yes, absolutely. We mock them all the fucking time. The reason why they said that is like, yo, take a screenshot of any other group chat and fucking send it through. And I was like, I sent a screenshot of me, you, and Adam Pally, congratulating him on the new show, Greenlight, or whatever it is.
Yeah, with Garbus.
He's a guy, right?
Yeah,
Garbus
for sure.
is a guy? Okay.
He has a pot. Is he the high and mighty guy?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
He's a Netflix show. The parameters are they can't be professionally funny. Right? So like Adam Pally, professionally funny, I'd say.
I guess, yeah.
What
are we?
Or wants to be.
Are we professionally funny? Don't answer that.
Somebody made that claim, and I was like, no, like that's not true. Like they're like James is professionally funny, so like he doesn't that excludes us from the, we don't tick that box. I was like, absolutely not.
Do you have? Here's a question for you. Do you have a friend like let's say I died tomorrow and you needed to replace me, but you couldn't replace me with someone like Pally who like we're saying is professionally funny? Do you have a friend that could hang on mic? Because it is a lot harder than people think.
Dick sucking Ron.
Yeah, you think so? Is that because of your rapport with him, or is that because he?
No, he's
very
like
funny.
Arguably one of the funniest people I know. Yo, his cat died today.
Damn,
big sad news. Yeah. Or they had to put her down. She was very old. She had a great life.
Yeah.
She was named after his favorite Rolling Stones song. She was a great cat. Big rip to Angie.
What's the song?
Angie.
Oh.
Angie.
Yeah. Not.
The outro music.
I was gonna say not probably my favorite Stones song, but
I mean it's sad.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I took a screenshot of like, I was like, wait, is the Fab Five text funny? It's like, no, it's just like, hey, does everyone have what they need? Here's a photo.
Oh, you were trying to be like, no, this is what a funny text or a funny.
I was like, yo, there's no way that I was like, yo, what about like when Tracy Morgan chills with his boys? Or what about just like funny black people?
What about black people? But I will say,
no, you didn't mention women. Curious.
Women aren't funny.
So then I went to our text and I was like, our text isn't funny.
No, it's all
just
business.
Very like
it's all
straight
business.
matter of fact, just like
it's gossip.
You see this? Yeah,
it's gossip and it's business, dude. Because we don't play about
gossip.
our fucking paper, dog.
I want to say gossip.
I think there is a ton of gossip, like a lot of bitchy, catty gossip
in throwing fits.
No, I think even in ours, because there's certain things that I don't even think that we would necessarily want to
not for Grom's ears.
that would not be broadcasted. But I would say that I think that, and every time I hang out with my friend Joe, who does happen to be a black man, I'm like, damn, this dude he should have a podcast. He's that funny. I think.
Joey Mimosa. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Shout out Joe.
What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know, dude.
Fit check, drink check, complete. Oh, I guess we're behind the paywall. We can talk about how last week last week, right?
I don't know. What do you
We
about to
recorded
say?
3 pods. We did the Mark Booty Ass.
Yeah.
We did the Boys Only. And we had arguably the most stressful, stress-inducing podcast since maybe like Jonah Hill.
Because of the circumstances surrounding it, not because of the guest.
Well, both. Okay, so the guest is Sage Elsesser.
That's right.
The most beautiful man in the world. You said if you had to make a New York City cool guy in a lab, it would be him.
Yeah, 100%. Rapper, skater, and model
mixed race,
mixed race, and then model by default.
Great personal style.
Yeah.
But the big stressor was that my neighbors, and shout out my neighbors because I'll get to why that, they're in this fucking terrible new construction here in Greenpoint, and they were doing some plumbing work, and I guess they like uncovered like the exterior, and the developers or whoever built this fucking piece of shit building.
The bones have rickets.
Well, the bones are too strong because they literally filled
right.
the entire like plumbing encasement with concrete. And so they're drilling, like literally like had a fucking like a jackhammer going all morning, which is totally fine. Like it's New York, like your neighbors are gonna be doing shit, like whatever.
It's fucking New York.
Hey, I'm drilling you.
I forgot to mention I wore the big green puffer.
Okay.
Puffer. Should I try to do it? The big green puffer. That was good. I got it. I nailed it.
It's a jacket.
Whatever. It's a North Face.
Do it again.
Anyway, what?
Do it again.
Wait, it's jacket or puffer?
Puffer jacket.
Oh, the big green puffer jacket. Damn, I fucking lost it.
The jacket fucks you up. Are you from New York even?
Yeah. Yeah, very topical, cool meme.
Bust it down, sexual style.
The white boy talk. Buzzing it down, sexual style.
Uncut jobs. That's my job.
Dude, people have really turned on her. Yeah. I don't want to cut you off in the middle of your story, but we could probably kill 5 minutes on this. Talk about an Icarus situation with Julia Fox.
Bro, she got
Everyone is turning on her fucking like on a dime, dog.
She got yay-pilled, and then she flew too close to the center of the universe.
What, call her daddy? the molten hot center of the media landscape, the Call Her Daddy
Alex
podcast.
Cooperman or Cooper.
Yeah.
No, she got
Did you listen to any of the pod?
No, just the fucking uncut jobs. And then there's also like, oh, this is mad funny.
It's so sexist that people want Rogan off Spotify, but she can stay.
This is mad funny. Shut up. This is mad funny. I saw the sound on TikTok. I didn't listen, and Alex Cooper was like, what was the first thing Kanye said to you?
Okay.
And Julie Fox goes, sup, it's yay.
That rules, dude. Hell yeah. What a genius, dude.
What a genius. Yeah, her whole fucking, like, her photo shoot, which is, like, just a few blocks from here, that was crazy. With Jürgen Teller, though, that's fire.
Right. Jürgen Teller is sick. Oh, and you were asking me how Valentine's Day went. One of the things that I threw money at the problem, as I want to do, but one of the things
Did you get balloons?
No, well, I mean, if you wanted me to tell the whole story, but one of the things I bought on Super Bowl Sunday is when we were out getting some accoutrement for our party.
Oh, how was Sally's?
It was fucking fire.
Did you eat all of it? You had like 4 pies for like 4 people.
There was a bunch left over that I ate on Monday that I heated up in the air fryer, which honestly, bro.
Good air fryer tweet, man.
I've been thanks, dog. 200 people agreed. Maybe not my best work now that I think about it. No, I have been sleeping on, because I think I've said this before, I have a shitty small air fryer. We got a sick one, kind of like a big boy like you have, the deluxe, for our wedding, and we're like, this is too big, so it was returned, and we replaced it with the smaller one just for like kind of like spacing reasons. And I don't really use it because it doesn't feel like that is technology to me. Mine looks like there's a knob and it's not digital, right? It's not digital.
Fellas, is it sus to turn a knob?
Right. So, but I decided to break it out in honor of Sally's, and I'm fully now, speaking of pilled, air fryer pilled 1,000%. But
for reheating, it's great.
Yeah, I did wings in there and pizza, but just Sally's real quick. If you like a thin bar pie and you are a fan of like a well done charred crust,
it's a bar pie.
Very thin. It's like a very thin style. I believe that's a term.
Thin style.
Anyway, it was incredible. It lived up to the fucking hype, and I wasn't
and
just
it traveled well.
Yeah.
And you had your one friend over.
No,
you win any money?
We had like 8 people over.
Bro, I won
$200. Yeah, how much? But you bet 50.
I bet 100 and I netted 200.
Okay, so you're okay. Got it. I mean, that's fine.
It's fucking great.
But I thought you were betting on the Bengals. Oh, they covered.
I lost the money line.
They covered.
I didn't bet that. I lost the money line. I got Cooper Kupp over 1.5 touchdowns.
Did you bet the OBJ touchdown?
No, I didn't. I had a friend and he won a shitload of money. I bet. Oh, bro, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
The lock. You know how you take stock tips from TikTok. Now it's all sports gambling.
You've mentioned this, yeah.
The lock of the fucking century. Shout out Hank. What's it? Backwoods Hank.
Hank Lockwood.
Hank Lockwood. I guess he did it too. I should have put more money.
What did you say, Backwoods Hank?
Isn't that how he go? Isn't that what he goes by?
Oh, I don't know.
Or Lazy Hank?
I don't know. Hank. Shout out Hank, dude.
For opening kickoff would be a touchback.
I thought you did bet that.
I bet $50 on that. I won
all of the money.
I won a lot, or maybe I bet 20, won like 70. I should have bet like $1,000 on that.
Yeah, if not even more. Idiot. Your whole checking, your whole savings, the whole fucking.
I lost the coin toss.
Right. What did you say? Oh, it's always tails.
It's always tails.
Yeah. Okay. Clearly, this is the one time it wasn't. Anyway. One of the things I threw when we went to a design store and it's new and I wish I could shout it out because it was awesome and everyone should fucking go if you live in Brooklyn.
Yeah, go to that design store in Brooklyn. That'll.
But one of the things I got is the Jürgen Teller handbags book.
Okay.
Because his photography is awesome and it's nice to have books that the spine will never be cracked and it just sits on your coffee table.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the Julia Fox.
Right, but they
photo shoot very.
They looked just like the Jürgen Teller Kim pics.
Exactly.
It's like literally the same thing. But
yeah, she's got a great ass.
with her whole crew.
Yeah, her icons.
I just know Richie's Shazam. I don't know who else is in that. I didn't read the article. I don't really.
It was basically her just kind of like
she's like I'm the muse or
giving
whatever.
her side. Yeah, I'm his muse. Giving her side of the story.
They're broken up,
and
right?
Giving her side of the breakup. Yeah.
Damn. Well, we'll forget about her by summer.
She's a number one hustler.
She is not a good actress, by the way. No, we haven't even talked about this. Like, you watched No Sudden Move, right? The Soderbergh movie that came out.
No, that shit was fucking.
Oh, she
a snooze fest.
I guess she was so great in Uncut Gems because she's literally she's playing herself.
What's
right?
it called?
Uncut Gems. Sorry, my apologies. But when you're playing yourself, that's one thing. And then I thought, that movie is spectacular. Everyone loves it, whatever. When she actually plays in this movie like a 1950s housewife and she has to act, it's embarrassing.
Well, she said she wants to stop acting and just make content and pop out 8 babies to 8 different fathers, I think.
Sign us up.
Yeah, what a fucking life. And just collect Birkins, left and right.
Sorry, what were we talking about before I interrupted
Sage
you?
Elsesser.
Oh, your
my neighbors were drilling and I went next door and kudos to them. I mean, kudos to me for being brave enough to be like, hey, just curious.
That you're just doing your neighborly duty of what is going on here? I'm just checking.
No, it's totally fine, but it's totally fine if you want to do construction in your apartment during the day, during the weekday, because I should be out and about or working or whatever.
How embarrassed were you that you had to be I record a podcast?
Very embarrassed.
Yeah,
very embarrassed. I was like, hey, I'm just curious.
You never came up in conversation before.
I've never met them before. I'm just curious how long it's going to go. They're new.
Oh,
it used to be this old gay couple who
that's
didn't
who I
own
thought.
a single plate or cup.
Right, which is why they never had an issue with their oven because they never used it. They used it for storage exclusively.
What?
Isn't that what we're talking
plumbing.
about? Plumbing. Excuse me. Whatever.
I had an oven kerfuffle on Valentine's
They're
Day.
gay. They don't shit.
What?
Yeah, women and gays don't shit. That's
okay.
science.
That's the episode title. They're they're very apologetic. I had to be like, yes, I'm just curious because I am recording a podcast in half an hour. So I was just wondering if
with Sage Elsesser, ever heard of him?
My friend says if you could make a New York City cool guy in a lab, it'd be him. And they apologized. They sent over a bottle of wine the next day.
Good wine?
No.
Also, I wonder if they can hear us right now.
I think it's a bedroom next door.
Okay.
I don't know if they use it to sleep in or.
Let's hope they're not taking a nice little afternoon snooze.
Yeah. No, trash wine. But shout at them. Very classy move. Sage Elsesser. So he was very nervous. It's we were running around yo, what's the backup plan? It was
You booked the yoga studio in your building. You're we're gonna have to go down there.
I booked it for 2 hours
in the lawn chairs.
I booked it for 2 hours and then somebody deleted me from one of the hours.
What?
Because you're only allowed to book it for 1 hour. It was fucking weird.
Well, they need to understand that we're not doing yoga here. We're trying to fucking create content.
I should have been like James, parentheses, with Sage Elsesser.
Yeah, right.
And
in parentheses again, if you were to create a cool guy in a lab, it would be this guy.
Okay, that joke's done.
All right. It was my joke originally, so I get to kill it.
It wasn't a joke though. it was you standing out.
Okay, it was an observation.
And you were truly nervous. You were like, yo, oh my god, Sage, he's just gotta have a good time, bro. Is he gonna fucking he can't concentrate. It didn't pick up on mic. We ran a test. Didn't pick up on mic.
Yep.
But you're I can't fucking think, bro. Do we go on the roof? Do we go to the park? Do we go to the yoga room? What are we gonna do, bro? You're running around. You're like, yo, which room is it the softest in?
I'm pretty sure you made all those suggestions in terms of plan A, B, C, and D.
Yeah, because I'm a genius.
With that said, the second he showed up, it stopped. I don't even think he heard it once because he did.
It was, and I think it's because my neighbors were like, yo, it's so we have to stop.
Really?
And they reschedule it for. Oh shit! They're supposed to be working on it today, but I haven't heard a peep.
It doesn't pick up on mic, so
no. And yeah, Sage Elsesser just the most beautiful, thoughtful.
Yeah. I think he had a good time. He's down to clown. I think when people, and we talk about this a bunch on the show, but when people listen to his music or like, any of the stuff he puts out under navy blue, like you have this expectation of him, or even an expectation as like a skater or the guy that you've seen in, a myriad of Supreme Looks book. What?
Wait, we talked about it on pod, right? How
Yeah,
you
don't spoil that. I'm embarrassing myself with Mark being like asking about four pins of Fashion Bros, and him being like, "What are you talking about? It's not registering." And then this moment with Sage, and I'm doing it on purpose to get content. I know
that's
what I'm
you
doing.
Always say. You're like, no, I wore this fucking this Jula Puma fit on purpose, bro.
You know what I say about self-awareness? What do I say?
It's the greatest asset.
It's the greatest commodity of the human condition, and I have it in.
But you're only
spades, baby.
You're only self-aware once people call you out. Then you claim self-awareness. No, it's a joke. It's a joke.
I'm not an asshole. I'm not a dumbass.
You're fucking
play one on TV.
You're Louis C.K. dropping or you're Joe Rogan saying the N-word, bro. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke.
Don't fucking put that on me, dog. Shout out Joe Rogan.
True quirk to
So Fire Pod coming next week. But the point is that you have these preconceived notions, but he was down to clown, and I think he had an awesome time to the point where maybe we're gonna grab a bite with our new friend Sage when you're back in town.
That's not gonna happen.
That was completely like an empty like.
He did kind of
throw that out.
He did linger a little bit.
It was
afterwards.
cool. We were talking about. Well, we can't. That's off mic.
One thing we didn't mention.
Yeah.
Big news today.
Yeah. Go on.
Sage, Elsesser, and Jimmy and Larry's world. Supreme has made Tremaine Emory its creative director.
Yeah. Surprising?
Is Streetwear dead?
Yeah. Are you surprised? I'd heard about this last week via Jacob Gallagher.
With your true
though the thing that kind of surprised me is when Jacob was I'm calling him Jacob like I fucking respect his feelings at all. When Jake Gallagher was like,
wait, he prefers Jacob, right?
Oh, he literally changed it professionally.
Wow, like Kanye.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, it is his government name. It's not like it doesn't say Larry on my birth certificate.
Well, because there was also
it's the two Jakes.
Yeah,
him and Wolf. Right.
Is that a ska band?
No, it's the sequel to Chinatown.
Okay.
Jack Nicholson directed the sequel, and it's called The Two Jakes. Is the name of the movie.
Oh, are you a cinephile or something like?
Anyway,
awesome. That's such a cool thing you just said.
When I mean, listen,
Bro, Two Jakes is a band.
Each one. No, you're thinking of Less Than Jake. Who are awesome. Talk about outro music. I love Less Than Jake.
What's a Less Than Jake song?
All My Best Friends Are Metalheads. It's a great song. When he mentioned this to myself and Wolf in our little group chat, all my best friends are metalheads. It's such a good song. I don't think we've ever had a ska outro song, so this is nice. Anyway, when he mentioned it, the whole thing was he was like,
R.I.P. Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Oh, that's right. Who cares though? They were.
Come on.
They're like that was like that's
great.
mainstream ska, but yes, that is. What's their song? That's that huge hit.
Never
learned to knock on wood, and I know someone who had.
But I guess it would be better if I could.
It's the impression that I get is the chorus, and I don't think the name of the song. Anyway, the point is that when Jacob relayed this news to us, the whole thing was he was like, I don't know what the title is, but he's being hired in some bigger role.
Never had to bust down sexual style.
And then to see the fact that, creative director, this official title, that was surprising to me. Because Supreme has never had a publicly confirmed, at least to my knowledge, creative director. Like Angelo Bacche was a brand director.
Yeah.
As one former brand director to another. It's a different job.
Is that why you hate him so much?
I don't hate him at
You're
all.
very anti-awake.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with that. I would never wear it. I like the Ace. No, well, I was going to say the Asics that I like was actually Angelo Bacche times
not
Asic,
awake.
not awake, and we covered that in the Fitties.
Collab.
Well, you don't wear awake.
I have an awake hoodie that I wear to the climbing gym.
Well, that tells me everything I need to know.
It's like a gym hoodie,
Yeah, it's a beater.
Yeah, it's a beater. I definitely want to take the fucking. Yeah. It's like, I guess just having like awake on your.
Honestly, I'm not mad at like the brand name. I think like the logo is kind of good, but it's like, for example, is Awake a better brand name than Denim Tears? I mean, come on.
You hate Denim Tears.
No, I don't. Don't say that.
Okay, you don't hate it. You're a big hater.
My thing, though, again, is who has ever been a guy that publicly was like, I'm a creative at Supreme? Never, really.
I guess so.
The Proper Gang kid was a designer. Not kid, a guy. He was a designer.
Yeah.
There's another dude, and I don't want to say on mic because I don't know if like it was confirmed, but a dude that we both know from our days in the menswear game, who I think is like was recently hired as like a design director or something. But the fact that there's a publicly confirmed creative director at Supreme is bizarre because it almost chips away at the monolith that is Supreme, where it's bigger. The brand is bigger than any person who works there.
Right. It's you could argue that. I think I made the argument. I was like, yo, he's a celebrity. I was like, he should be in best dressed celebs,
and he got
also
fucking murked in the category.
Yeah, but also people put, if he died tomorrow, guess what? He'll be number 2.
Oh my God, dude!
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I mean, that is the people spoke on that one.
The people are a fickle motherfucker. Denim Tears Levi's. Yeah, I put that as collab of the year. Right, I was like, this is important. This is good. It's aesthetically pleasing. I guess he's just like constantly just re-upping the same shit. It's like, those are his pod shorts.
Well, yeah, he did an Uggs collab recently. He has his own Asics. He did stuff with Levi's. He did stuff with Virgil and Off-White. Converse.
Did the Converse ever come out? Did Nike ever capitulate?
No, I think they did. I think he put him on the spot. This was during BLM where he was like, I'm going to delay the release of these. Was it Pan-African flag? Converse. What, 1 star? No, Chucks. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, I think they capitulated.
My question to you, as a Supremeologist, you literally wear these shits on your cock and balls. Why does Supreme...
Closer to cock, closer to God.
Why does Supreme need a kind of a face or a name as a creative director?
I don't know, and I don't think they do. With that said, I think that there's an interesting shift that's happening, or something that's bubbling, where Supreme is now, like, cool again after being a bit of a punchline?
A bit of a punchline.
Well, it depends on who you talk to.
It is a life cycle of any brand, right?
Yes, of course.
It's cool. It resonates. You get cool guys, celebrities wearing it. Then you get fucking whack celebrities copying the cool celebrities. Yeah. Then it trickles down to the masses, and then it just becomes oversaturated, and everybody moves on. Eventually, it's like a fucking Yeezy 350 at this point. You see 45-year-old guys wearing them, and once the masses have moved on, I bet probably through Tremaine's fucking Rolodex and through his fucking iPhone contacts, you're gonna get what if Kanye just wore Supreme tomorrow?
I mean, he has in the past, by the way.
Yeah,
Kanye has.
But in 2016, 2015.
You see Kanye shout out Denim Tears but tagged the wrong guy.
Really?
He did Denim Tears with a Z, which is like a fake Tremaine account or like a
He's
fan
been
account.
He's been mistagging a lot of people.
Bro, my man cannot screenshot. He cannot tag.
He cannot screenshot, and guess who had the top comment on that Instagram post?
That was when I don't know if people know about this, but one of the most recent beefs we had is that you got followed by Jonah Hill finally.
Yeah,
who had followed FU and had followed TF.
How's that a beef, bro? I didn't rub it in your face. You're just I was just like, oh shit, Jonah Hill followed me.
Well, maybe it was a one sided. Maybe it was like it was a Kanye Skeet Davidson
thing. I don't think
thing.
about you at all.
Yeah, right. And the reason that happened is because without a fail, every new Jonah Graham, you go in the comments, who is there fucking acting like a fucking bozo, but Dr. Taco himself?
I stopped at Jonah with Kanye. It was just like a bit.
Oh yeah, for who? You?
Oh, now I'm
for
getting
the fans.
See, now I'm getting
fans.
called out. I'm getting self-aware. I did turn on post notifications for Kanye because I was like, I got to keep this going.
Yeah, it was.
It's almost thirstier if I am selective about it. If I do it every single time, like this other guy, produced by HQ, who's just like if you love Ye. He gets 12,000
really
on every comment.
That works.
It's a bot. He has 8 comments as soon as the thing goes up. Drake better be on Donda 2. 7,000 likes.
Anyway, it just really when I would see, obviously, because you see the comments of the people that you follow, and in someone else's post. And I was really surprised to see you consistently, and I guess you were doing a bit, because that to me feels like the kind of thing that you would rail against, not me for, because I used to do that a lot. I used to really comment heavy to like on a hidden and wide post or something where I know people are going to see it, the kind of people that might be a fan of my content or want to tap in and toss your boy a follow, and here you're doing it.
Yeah,
like a fucking child.
It's a joke, bro. I'm like, yo, someone on Ye's TV
you're a joke,
about a screenshot.
But did you get followers? Did it work? What's the deal? What's the payoff?
Yeah, I have so many fucking OnlyFans bots following me now.
Oh, great, dude. I hope it was worth it.
Absolutely. Because you know what? Jonah Hill follows me.
Yeah.
Did he follow you? Did he follow you?
No, he never did.
No follow back?
And then I'm like, oh, damn. So now I think I told you that I got to get back in the comments, but I haven't because I don't want to fucking. Now I've exposed myself. No, we're talking about Tremaine and.
Okay, Tremaine. Do you think Tremaine? Here's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Tremaine has collaborated with Stussy with No Vacancy In.
Our Legacy.
Our Legace.
All the people we mentioned previously.
Exactly. Do you think we're going to see a Supreme Our Legacy collaboration?
Ooh.
Should I ask Yoakum right now?
That'd be cool. I mean, you could text him. I don't know if he's going to hit you back in time while we're on mic. I am very curious to see because I don't. Okay, right. You said that I hate Denim Tears. I don't hate Denim Tears at all. I think And if you read the BOF article or any kind of interview with Tremaine, like he hammers home the point that like, all of his designs and everything is in service of, platforming the black gaze, right? That's like
Andre Leon Talley?
gaze, Gaze. Even in my own mind was like that. And I think that
the ones that don't shit,
and he yes, exactly. And he made a good point where like Supreme does a piece like that every so often, right? They'll do like a
X,
or like the Obama,
yeah,
shit.
That was fire.
Yeah, and
the Osama shirt.
And he was basically
that was
fucked.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's the other side to the Obama.
It was fucked, man.
And I think that he said like, that's Supreme does a piece here or there, and he goes, but that's everything I do is with that point of view. And it'll be interesting to see, because I'm less concerned about not concerned. I'm less interested in like what collaborators is he going to bring to the table, because like Supreme doesn't need Tremaine to connect the dots. I think with anyone, I'm sure a brand like Our Legacy. And maybe I'm wrong.
It's more like do brands now want to do brands or people that fuck with Tremaine but didn't necessarily fuck with like Supreme on its own? Do they now feel like they can like come to the table?
Yeah, I just don't know.
I guess Our Legacy's Supreme Stussy. Whew. I guess.
Oh, that's like when everyone's like, "Yo, Nike should collaborate with Adidas," and like,
yeah, and then Adidas collaborated with Allbirds.
Yeah, right. Put a shoe on every fucking shoeless child. I am curious.
Put a logo on every.
I just because he's like, and even though I think his cause is extremely noble, and I think despite being one note, I think he's very effective. But again, that to me doesn't deny the fact that he has a very specific, laser focused, in fact, cruising altitude, and I'm sure he has an array of influences and references that go even deeper than that. But I'm just curious how that will affect Supreme at all. Which is again why does Supreme even need someone to do this job?
Do you think Supreme needed a very outspoken black man as its like face?
It is Black Future Month.
That's true.
I'm not trying to be on my Joe Rogan shit, obviously. I'm already getting enough fucking blowback from you about all these things that are not true about me to be fucking crystal clear. But yeah, I don't know.
You really wore that Kanye fit on purpose, the whole thing?
1,000%.
You wore the hoodie on purpose to get roasted, not the whole fit though.
I mean, listen, there was 3 stripes on the feet for a reason. There was leather pants and a skirted vintage tee for a reason. Everything I do is intentional. Absolutely. Just like every comment that you drop in Kanye's fucking,
I had to stop.
comment section.
I had to stop because he kept deleting. Kept deleting the post. I'm like, all right, this is fucking fruitless.
Yeah, it's going to become a full-time job for you, like Justin LeBoy.
And then he posted some kid, and that kid he posted some kid's comment.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, shut up, just dropped onto two, whatever. And
shut up and dribble, basically.
And he was getting death threats.
Which is why Kim was like, you got to stop with the skeet shit. Someone's going to fucking pull up with the yacht.
Someone's going to skeet on Pete Davidson. By the way, kids.
Yes, please. Let's talk about this.
I'd like to address something very important. This is my each one, teach one moment.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, by the way,
on TikTok, everyone's like, what does skeet mean? And it is true that Kanye spelled it S-K-E-T-E.
Which bothers me because, and I get... Pete. No, I understand, but because of... as long as you say
skeet,
it, you can...
S-K-E-E-T means to ejaculate. Usually on someone's face.
Well, I will say what's interesting about skeet is it both a noun and a verb because it means to come and it also can mean come. It's literally the word come. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is damn. Maybe I'll just tell the story to kill some time.
Yeah, do it. Go off, King.
My high school was just a bunch of fucking nerd losers, and we weren't good at sports or anything. But every year, the thing that everyone got into was a end of the year musical that each class did.
Oh my God.
You don't have to tell me, bro. So freshman, sophomore, juniors, seniors, and like it was called Sing. I think it's for something Stuyvesant. I don't know, whatever. I don't know if it still happens. Senior year, I was like, yo, I'm gonna just fucking join the step team. It was like me.
Bro, that's a fucking basically blackface.
It was me and like the 12 like people of color in the senior class because Stuyvesant historically.
I guess you are POC, so I guess if anyone's going to join the step team, it could be the half.
It was awesome. And I guess like at the end of the play, each class does like a song. Like everyone comes out and like bows, and then everyone does a song. I did an interpretation of "Get Low" by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys,
which features Skeet. Was it the full unedited version of the song? Or?
No. So the original goes from the windows to the walls to the sweat drop down my balls. Oski, see motherfucker. Oski, goddamn. Mine was from the catwalk to the stage. We get crunk, we're underage. Skeet, motherfucker. Or I said skeet. I said skeet on Junior Sing, and I mimed jerking off. And then all this confetti was falling down, and I accidentally inhaled a piece of confetti.
Serves you
and
right.
was like struggling to like continue screaming skeet.
Imagine you had died doing
If I
that.
died screaming skeet
That is the
senior sing.
That's the worst way to go out, without a doubt.
Screaming skeet, episode title. Yeah, so that's what skeet means. It means to come or come.
So that's your each one teach one moment. Thank you again so much for your service. Do you have any thoughts? Are you a fan of Tremaine? I know you said you think he's a celeb, you like the Levi's collab, but like,
I think if anyone doing it like he is, I think he's doing it better than basically anyone else that is kind of this like
in the post Virgil world.
Like a non-designer. Well, Virgil's like a true designer, like a non-designer polymath. Are you
saying Tremaine is not a designer, Jim?
Well, I think that like his brand isn't his like primary foray, right? It's music, isn't it? I don't know.
No, so as far as I can
nightlife?
tell, with No Vacancy In, A-Side is the actual dude on the ones and twos, and then Tremaine is the MC. With that said, I think Tremaine and No Vacancy In are known for their extremely eclectic and, if you know, taste in music. What I would say about Tremaine is that, I think that at his heart, he is like kind of the prototypical creative director in terms of his skill set. And I'm with you. I don't think he's like a pure designer like Virgil was.
Well, like Denim Tears is putting out like, they're not like dropping like gigantic seasons.
It's mainly like merch stuff and then these collabs. He has a collab line called Saint Tears with Caramel Bobby, the artist.
Yeah.
I'm No Vacancy In does product and merch. They collabed with Stussy, so he's in the mix.
Suit. Okay, did you buy the streetwear suit? Okay, my last thought on Tremaine is like, man, maybe this is just personal growth. But I'm not like, I'm not just like on your hater shit. You're just like, whatever.
I'm not a hater.
Not into it.
No.
Fucking whack.
As somebody who's met Tremaine,
shout out Joe Rogan. I'm actually curious to see. There's one other like appointment where you like were hating on it. I was like, I'm actually kind of curious to see like what comes of this.
You mean an appointment?
Like a
job. Someone getting appointed
like
to a job, not like a market appointment.
No. What? No, we don't get invited to.
As someone who has met Tremaine,
but then we say no thank you.
As someone who's met Tremaine a bunch of times through like Grailed stuff, honestly, this could
very nice guy.
This could not happen to a nicer guy, an extremely thoughtful guy. I think his work speaks for itself in that regard. And I'm not trying to flex here. I'm being totally genuine. Like, I think I'm very curious. I'm not hating. I'm curious to see like what this means.
You're so ruffled
for like the best brand. I'm not fucking ruffled. I'm not a goddamn potato chip. I'm curious.
Saying that is real ruffle behavior.
I got ridges, baby. I'm curious to see what it means for the best brand in the world, and the fact that Supreme even confirmed this kind of not blind.
Well, they didn't
item,
announce
but,
it. They didn't announce it. Like
this was a leak, and they just confirmed because that's also. And again, we're talking about Supreme in a speaking of post Virgil world, a post VF Corp world, and. Part of me thinks that, maybe VF was like, let's get a proper creative director in here. I don't think that Supreme wanted to make headlines on this, but the fact that they even confirmed it, to me, shows a little bit, speaking of personal growth, it seems to be, this is the new Supreme to some degree. And they're cool again, so good for me, because I have never once wavered.
Sage Elsesser on the pod.
Banger.
Tremaine Emory.
Banger.
Director.
We should get Tremaine on the fucking pod.
Absolutely.
I wanted to get A-Side because I know A-Side probably the best. Well, I guess we had Brock on the pod.
Yeah.
Brock is the third guy.
Well, I'm feeling opposite. Before
previous
the
podcast,
Tremaine news even came out today, when did the preview and lookbook come out? Like Tuesday, Monday?
I think Monday.
I legitimately was like, yo, for the first time ever, I actually am going to try and acquire a Supreme John.
Yeah, because you saw it on my mood board.
No, and then I saw it on your mood board. I'm like, fuck. You know
You're
what?
telling me
you are now my John's ruiner. Yeah, How to Talk to Girls at Parties 2 is now my John's ruiner, bro.
Honestly, bro, that's maybe the most flattering and nicest thing that you ever said. Like, the fact that I can, I have so much power. The fact that I'm living rent-free in your closet.
Bust it down, mood board style.
All right, so this is the Spring-Summer 2022 collection. I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page here.
The embossed croc
So you're
jacket.
telling me you saw the lookbook and then from there clicked in to the actual fucking product preview and we're looking at single pieces? Because I feel like you would never do that, a.k.a. you found it on my mood board, bitch.
No, you know what it was? Is that the shirt is in the lookbook. I've been wanting an embossed croc like shirt or jacket for a minute now. Not a blazer, but Sunflower, a brand I really like. I have the big black puffer from Sunflower. They did one.
Puffer jacket.
They did one, but it's like literally like $2,000. With Supreme, I'm like, shit.
Did it hit the big Sunflower sale?
Yeah, at like a G. So like,
I thought you were rich.
I am, but I'm not like a G on a John rich.
You might be goofy, but you ain't stupid.
So I was like, oh shit, a cheap option. So the reason was I saw it on the lookbook and I went into the like view all shit because I wanted to see if the Supreme logo was
was anywhere to be found.
Was very prominent. On the blue one, it is because it's like a contrast
really?
tone.
I didn't even see that.
It's like a tiny embossed.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the black one, it's tonal, so you can't see it. And also, if there's a tag, I would just like cut it out. But yeah, for the first time ever, although I'm not gonna be able to do it because I'm flying tomorrow, I'm gonna try and secure.
There's no tag.
It's not a tag, but it's like embossed right.
I think you're bugging.
No, what? Where is it?
It
says in the fucking description.
All right, well, I think you're wrong. I think
you went to the mood board. You didn't go to Supreme New York.
I don't think you can read. I like the pants a lot, and even though you and I have acquired multiple pairs of leather pants, I'm thinking that this might be added to the rotation. I really, because it's a painter pant. I think that's really interesting, right? They could just be like anyone else. They could have just been an embossed, faux leather pant, whatever. But the fact that there's a hammer loop on there, and I think there's some interesting pockets on the back, for me, that's the supreme difference. I'm telling you, there's no logo, bro, but you're bugging.
Bro, it says debossed logo at chest is literally in the description.
Okay, well.
And I saw it.
Maybe not in the sample that they photographed, but either way.
Oh, it's right here. See it?
Oh, you can't even tell, dude.
I know. So,
but you like the black versus the turquoise.
Yeah, turquoise is just like a little too. That's like it's a Supreme piece. This is kind of like whatever. I'm on my fucking uncut job. And then also the Gore-Tex leather's fire.
Oh, the Gore-Tex leather is awesome, bro.
Yeah.
I will say, and this is like basically my relationship with Supreme at this point now. I see the lookbook and I'm like very turned off. And I know they're styling almost like in a diet Coke version of like what Essence is doing. Like, it's not terrible. Like, they actually look like real outfits versus Essence, which is like memes. but I am typically turned off, and then I dig into the product and I'm like, banger.
What else?
Banger. Mainly the leather pieces. The Shot collab is really good too.
Yeah,
which has like there's a black
Shot
work coat and a buttery one as well.
And you alluded to this, but it's like Supreme is at a point now where the fucking losers have moved on to dressing exactly like this. Double knees and vintage tees, bro.
Or
grown man streetwear.
Or doing grown man streetwear in like a very fucking narc ass way.
Yeah, so the losers have moved on to certain brands that cannot be named.
Shut the fuck up,
dressing like this, bro. Dressing like the Explore page.
You're welcome.
Which led us to ask, if the losers aren't wearing Supreme anymore, what are the losers wearing? Is it truly this?
Well, you're trying to get me to perjure myself. My whole thing is that regardless of what the losers are wearing, I can tell you what they're not wearing. And it seems like that hype beast moment from 2016 to 2020. Or even kind of pre-pandemic, 2019, whatever.
Sure.
That 3-4 year window. All the fucking sneakerhead hypebeast fucking clowns, they went heavy into Supreme, and it feels like they've moved on. Honestly, it feels like they've outgrown it. Which, honestly, great, dude. Fucking, we don't want you. Me and the fucking world famous Supreme team, we don't fucking want you, dude.
Yo, when I'm fucking skating with the Broke Dick Mongoloid's newest member, Sage Elsesser, and my fucking embossed croc with the debossed logo on the chest. Is it a jacket? Is it a shacket? I don't even fucking know.
I think it's a jacket.
I just want it. Do you know how much it's going to be? It's like $300?
Well, the pants are $188, so the jacket's got to be double that, I would imagine.
Maybe I'll just get the pants then.
Yeah. And it's going to sit because the best shit never gets gobbled up because it has no logos. Or it has such a small debossed logo.
It's such a tasteful fucking logo.
Tremaine
and James really know what they're doing.
That leather Gore-Tex I feel like is going to be really pricey, and that's a tough one because that to me is like, that is the supreme difference, dude. Leather Gore-Tex?
Is that possible? Like,
I don't know, but I am fucking fully on board. And,
I'm excited that the losers have moved on from Supreme. Only, like, am I going to start wearing Supreme like you? Or, like somebody back in like 2016? No. But I'm just happy that they're out of sight, out of mind, and onto their like Balenciaga shit.
That's part of it, right? It's like
Well, I think it's just designer. I think.
There's always Kanye cosplayers. I think it's right, like you're saying. It's a little bigger than that.
I think young people got into either like vintage, Roman
which is good.
Sure, and like high end fashion. Like the Gucci explosion, absolutely. Like kids were wearing Supreme and Gucci, and I think from Gucci that was like the entry, the gateway drug into like. Fucking Bottega, Balenciaga.
Oh, Bottega for sure. I mean, that had a huge moment for even like, quote unquote, tasteful, cool people as well. My thing is like,
Prada,
Dior for sure. I guess honestly, you're right.
I've never been wrong.
We never really talked about J.Crew last week. Should we get? Right. Should we like?
They made it into the sizzle reel.
Yeah, which kind of I feel like is false advertising.
Whatever, man.
So you're claiming that you've never been wrong. You're just you're just early.
I'm never wrong. I'm early. I'm never on time. I'm early.
If you're not 5 minutes early, you're fucking late. Shout out Tom Coughlin.
Fucking early sweatshirt, bro.
Yeah, the J.Crew.
They call me Hurley Gurley Early Man.
No one calls you that. That is not a phrase that anyone. Those are words that have never been said in sequential order ever in the history of the world.
Take out early.
You're like Natalie Portman in fucking Garden State. No one's ever done that before.
Corked up white girl.
You beat me to it.
Busting it down, New Jersey
Busting
style.
it down, sexual style.
My father.
These are not Brendan Babenzian designed clothes. He styled it. He has the fucking creative.
Fucking well be. I feel like they're ripping off Noah already.
Well, here's my point. Noah has no juice and nobody cares. And you kind of disagree with me. You still think that people care. I personally think
people care.
I think ALD jumped over the jump man there and no one is even checking for Noah. So if I'm Brendan, take that juice, that DNA, which clearly was successful, extremely successful at one point, and port that over to J.Crew. With that said, we got to wait and see what his designs are because a yellow and blue striped Charlie Brown ass rugby, that's not doing it for me. Bro. I don't care who photographs it. Yeah. I don't care who styles it. And I don't care how much Chris Black is tweeting about it to make me pretend that it's good. That doesn't affect me.
Whoa, real hater bars over here.
I'm just saying.
Well,
I get paid to like other brands. Not that one. Though I did get, J.Crew did send me, did they send you this friends and family?
No.
So they sent me your friends and
I've
family.
never been on J.Crew's radar.
Oh, right. Yeah, you've specifically.
Bro, J.Crew hoodwinked an entire generation into like bad quality, ill-fitting shirts.
I don't think it's
like why are we rooting for J.Crew?
Why
are we rooting for this brand that is fucking mids front to back? Its entire history's mids. They call it fucking mid-century modern because it's fucking mids. They call it the Midwest because it's fucking mids. They call J.
Wow, you're coming for everyone right now, guy. You're coming for a guy's whole personality.
Yeah, they call
every vintage dealer in the Midwest just got ethered by fucking Horny Jimmy, dude.
They're cool,
No.
that's where I got these.
Why do people want to make J.Crew great again? Because they have this fucking nostalgic, intense relationship. Because if you grow,
it was my first suit.
If you grew up, not even that, but if you grew up anywhere besides like you, fucking at ground zero, like this was your best option.
I was literally at ground zero.
Exactly, that's what I said. It was your best option in the mall growing up, and they brought collabs to the mainstream. They brought suiting to some degree to the mainstream.
I just don't understand why it's not. It's
experiential retail.
It seems regressive to be like, oh shit, like 2015 back. What? Like, why do we want to? And with Supreme, I think it's different because like it's back in a way where it's not the victim of a vibe shift. Well, actually, it is. It's the vibe shift.
The great vibe shift. Oh my god, fucking kill me. I will say,
Jake. Like, why do we want to like dress like 2015 again? Like,
well, it's a trend.
You can still
it's a trend.
Do that without J.Crew.
And I agree.
J.Crew's not even that fucking cheap, bro.
Well, that's where I would argue because, like, okay,
how much is a J.Crew shirt?
I don't know, $85 or something.
That's what it was in like 2015. It's got to be fucking more now.
If we sent someone to Drake's, a brand that we love that like does fucking hit on every fucking cylinder. That's 3 times as expensive. So it is cheap. It's all relative.
But it's also that Drake shit will last you forever. Where's a fucking shirt? I mean, I'm just seeing.
You look at make sure it's not Wallace and Barnes because that's that high end shit. You know. No, my point that I wanted to make was that they sent me like this, and I was flattered to send me this friends and family whatever discount card that only I can use it and present it in store, and you're the member of this club. It's like if you're not sending me free shit. The card is not moving the needle. I just wanted to publicly say that. Like, the card doesn't do anything for me. I need just free gear.
All right.
And maybe if you're lucky, maybe if you play your cards right, you can be with your boy in a little campaign.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Oh, wait. For J.Crew?
Yeah, because they
Bro, if
it ain't gonna be my bitch Pepper, it could be my fucking bitch Jimmy.
I'm contractually obligated to like every single one of your fit picks. I might, if you fucking shill for J.Crew after this whole thing. Wow, they're only $90.
Told you.
Denim shirt, but it's like.
We'll see. Anyway,
is J.Crew fast fashion?
Ooh. Well, I will say there's no point in even delving into this further. Even though I guess the Reddit was debating this heavy, and I know the Reddit versus the Cord. I know what we all prefer. Though honestly, the Cord been fucking out of pocket, dog. So either way,
I'm
I'm reserving my judgment.
$178 flannel. Look at this Sam Hine looking motherfucker.
That's because I think it's probably because it's Portuguese cotton, but that's pretty expensive for a J.Crew shirt.
Yeah, but it's just like invest in better shit. You don't need to buy.
I'll be curious to see where Brendan takes all the good ideas because again, like I don't know, I'm not checking for
Diet
Noah.
Noah. Like it already is Diet Noah. Let's talk Genius.
Oh yeah, here we go. Let's close it out.
Okay, the Kanye documentary, which I watched today.
We both did. It came out today.
It did.
Okay.
You
want to go with the good
I've
or
never
the
been
bad
wrong.
first?
I've only been wrong once. When I was like, yo, I fucking am not looking forward to this part 1 of the documentary. Early Kanye, I don't care. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. It's going to be extreme diminishing returns because at some point in the second episode, Cootie loses his access. Right. And then it becomes like these weird periodic check-ins. And we know that third episode, if anything, is going to be like depressing as fuck because it's Kanye at his most bozo, his most unhinged.
It was It was sad watching it because
don't do this. I miss the old Kanye shit. Come on, bro.
It was watching him and being like, wow, this young man turned into the fucking monster that he is now. Monster in like all
the Face ID on the 13 Pro Max. You know, it's tough to get used to. You know what I'm saying?
Were you just hitting the home button?
No, I was opening.
Noob.
No. All right, so you're admitting that it is good. The first episode is great, and everyone at home I'm sure agrees.
It was great to watch. It had like some really touching moments with his mom. Like the Donda West stuff was like truly like nearly brought a tear to my eye. If I didn't have my tear ducts fucking surgically removed. Here's my question for you: was Kanye cool or no? Like
no,
wasn't, right?
Well, that's what
he's of a fucking little brother running. Yo, his retainers.
Yeah, I have a lot of quick little like
favorite moments.
I was taking some notes. No, just real quick. Okay, the footage is incredible. Even though there is some stuff that we've seen before, aka the chaining day. I've seen that before.
Yeah, of course. But you had to put that in.
Yeah, so there's some. So
the
it's
Most
not,
Def freestyle, which was fire.
It's not like completely rare gems front to back. I will say
it's like 90% rare gems.
That what we were correct about is that like. This dude, who I respect him being there, I respect the access, and I respect him getting his bag from Netflix. I don't want you narrating this, and I do not want you inserting yourself into the narrative of which there kind of really isn't one. Excuse me. So that bothered me off rip. He's using words like "we" and "our." Bro, nobody cares about you.
He's shoehorning himself in there. He's like, yo, seeing Kanye's ambition made me realize I had to go visit my mom.
That's a waste of time.
I realized that...
You were like, they're trying to get to 1:30 exactly. Like,
yeah, I realized that...
an hour and 30 minutes.
I needed to drop everything and go follow Kanye. It's like, what? Like, okay,
He was right, though. There. Speaking of being right, he did take a gamble from his very promising stand-up comedian fucking career.
Stand-up comedian?
Did you not? How hungover were you? That was the whole thing. He was a stand-up comedian in Chicago, and he was hosting a public access TV show.
Oh, I saw that. I didn't know he was a stand-up comedian.
You didn't see him doing any of the stand-up stuff? You were not paying attention then.
I was like puddling. I was like, pattering around.
You had hangover brain.
Getting
you had sapphire brain.
Yeah, I was skeeted.
Okay, so that bothered me, and I definitely know that the episode 1, even according to our boy Fraser, who's seen all of them, is the high point. All right, here are the favorite moments, and feel free to chime in on all these. You talking about Kanye being a loser or a nerd? Him at the Rockefeller offices playing All Falls Down, and people are like, "Yeah, dude, great!" Like he's literally getting blown off left and right.
He's playing it to a executive assistant, where being a
and the head of marketing before that, and both women had the same reaction, which is like, yeah, "Okay, cool, you're blowing up. That's good, fantastic. Get the fuck out of here."
Being a former record man, a music man myself, what's funny is that like I guess like with fucking actual film and like VHS camcorders and shit like. Now, every rapper, regardless of like what stage they're in their career, has a fucking cameraman following them around, right? Like everyone follows them into like them, like, yo, what's up? Like this is Sage Elsesser, and he's here like signing a record or like playing music for the A&R or whatever.
We got navy blue in the office,
but yeah. So it's kind of like it, and it really is like at Def Jam, like a lot of people.
Did you recognize that? Because that was in the Def Jam building.
I recognize the lobby.
Okay, the same building. So they've.
Yeah.
Okay.
Recognize the lobby. I mean, yeah, the Def Jam offices haven't been updated since like 2002, essentially. But when Kanye came in for like a 2-hour meeting, which I missed because I was on a fucking flight, it was the same day that Mac Miller died. He was like, apparently he's like, yo, this office fucking sucks. Like, I'm taking over interior design of the Def Jam offices. He goes, everyone can work from home until I'm done.
He's just making decrees like he's the CEO.
He's like, this should be the coolest fucking place in New York City. Kendall Jenner should want to come chill here with her homies.
That's amazing.
And then he said a bunch of bad stuff about me too.
Speaking of people like Cootie who had the vision, and I think the episode is literally called...
Because of the whole Kid Cudi thing, I keep thinking you're mispronouncing Cudi.
Isn't his name Cootie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is a terrible name.
Absolutely. Well, again, he was like, I'm a stand-up comedian, Cootie. So I think it was like whatever. Anyway.
I'm Skeet.
Yeah, neither here nor there. But episode's called Vision. Speaking of Vision, two guys that had the vision, and I was surprised at how cool and dope they came off was Black Star, Talib, and obviously Mos Def.
You are this is exposing your fucking haterade takes. You are very anti-woke rap and kind of like
woke
backpack
rap?
rap.
Well, it's not
conscious rap.
woke. Okay, yeah, I guess conscious rap, yeah.
Mos Def has always been very cool. Talib Kweli has always been kind of a nerd.
Yeah.
I think the first time I ever heard Kanye was on the Get By remix.
Which is a great song, though.
Yeah.
That's a great song. Wait, did he do that beat? No.
It sounds to get by, maybe. It sounds like a Ye beat. Yeah, they're fucking with him. But yo, imagine if Kanye had signed with Rawkus Records.
Right, which right.
Co-founded by a Murdoch brother.
Really?
And was
Vulture.
And is home to but also like whatever, he's paying young black creatives. That's good, right?
Okay, he's platforming them.
But it was very much the home of late 90s, early 2000s like backpack rap.
Yeah.
And listening to the early music and kind of seeing like the way he dressed and the way he was like speaking publicly, Kanye was kind of like a backpack rapper. Like not LV backpack, but like truly like a woke could
Family
be just, like,
Business, Jesus Walks. These are
could be just touring like white college campuses,
Oh, 1,000%. And I mean, I think even if you look at Kanye's audience today, it's mainly
true. Yeah,
look at this fucking podcast. Real quick, in terms of like him existing between Rawkus and Rockefeller, which the A&R guy from Rawkus like really I think spells out. I love that when he's talking to him on the street, and he's not like gassing him up, but he's like being honest with like this kind of he's straddling both these worlds and thinking of the fashion. I was almost surprised at like how. Okay, he was dressing differently than all of the jersey looks that you see.
Everyone's in like a Milwaukee Bucks jersey, a fucking like
Jay in and all that stuff. And J.Crew with like a giant fucking fitted, but he like didn't look.
Everyone's wearing their hats this way.
Yeah,
like,
or even Kanye. Even
you with your little Mark Echo hat.
I'm gonna wear it like this for the rest of the show. Again, upgrade to the $10 tier, and you can look us. We're looking very conscious right now.
Yeah,
the most conscious part in the world. No,
you know what I do just to get by, just to get high.
I don't know.
They're like rapping about like the Iraq war and shit.
Are they?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I guess.
Yo, check out this Immortal Technique tape.
Kanye, there's nary a backpack. He's not wearing a backpack the entire time. He's wearing a bunch of polos, like literally polo shirts.
Yeah.
And then he has one kind of polo hat, Ralph Lauren polo hat, and polo sweatshirt when he visits the house he grew up in with his mom.
House that's now on fire.
Right, which is weird because when people think of like that era of Kanye, everyone thinks of Ralph Lauren. He really wasn't wearing, at least in this doc, there wasn't a ton of Ralph till the end of the episode, which is around 2002.
Till he got signed, till he got some money.
Yeah, well, no, but he had
the
chains. He was talking about charging $40 and $50K a beat at one point. So
somebody was like, he was getting money.
I'm gonna turn my hat back. It's so distracting.
It kind of hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts my forehead.
My stomach hurt. Pussy. And then Mad Bucket hats.
Wait. Yes, and
which I love.
There were like
that.
2 or 3 moments where guys were like, "Yo, you got to watch out for Kanye. This is a fashion motherfucker." And it's what?
Someone calls him high fashion. Oh, the Rawkus guy says, "Yeah, but you're like a little high fashion." I'm like, what? He was wearing like a baby blue Averex jacket at one point. And I don't see the high fashion.
He was just dressed differently than everybody in his immediate vicinity.
The beef. Here's more moments. The beef with Doug Infinite. First of all, I didn't even know who that guy was. Obviously, everyone's familiar with No Idea at this point, but that was really interesting. And seeing how 2 like non-street guys like squashed it, and even how like the guy was like gassing him up to his face at the conference. Then he immediately hears him on the radio talking shit, drops his diss track.
His like a Disney movie, surrounded by goofies and rats.
Yeah, and that was interesting, and that was the thing that I wasn't familiar with. The Ivan Jasper and Don C cameos were very funny.
Where was Don C?
Don C, when the guy...
new creative director of the Chicago Bulls.
Really?
Yeah.
72-10, baby.
I read that news while taking a shit.
No, you see Don C when Cootie is introducing, making it about himself, and this channel... Right. He was doing this Channel Zero public access, rap show in Chicago. Okay. Don C, they throw him up on the screen, but then you see Ivan later when Kanye is very dusty and he needs to get fucking shaped up, and it just is amazing to see Ivan. I think he has dreads. He like looks
and
ridiculous.
Like a stripy going out shirt. He looks like a fucking J.Crew fit.
He looks like a J.Crew 2022 fit. Spitting Family Business for Scarface was awesome.
And then Scarface just literally walking out.
So when Kanye leaves and he's so gassed because Scarface is like, that was incredible, he's clearly being blown off by Scarface.
He walks out and never
comes back. But it's funny because in the moment, Kanye really is doing that half glass full thing that he even talks about himself in the doc, where he's like, Face said that I'm incredible. Like, it's like, but you're about to get fucking blown off and you're not getting that feature.
Which actually, Kanye wouldn't be where he is if he didn't have that fucking like almost like blinders on, like tunnel vision, where you're like only seeing the positive and only like getting the confidence from his mom, from the people around him, from Scarface. Even though Scarface was like, "Yo, like." He's like, "Yo, what should I put these on a CD?" He's like, "No, I'm good." And he walks out.
A giant looks in the mirror and sees nothing.
Yeah, you could really fucking learn from that.
Him buying the Blacktail porno,
$8,
and he literally goes, "Maybe we cut the camera. This is I got a bit of an addiction." That is very sad and telling because Kanye has struggled with porn addiction his entire adult life since he was 8 years old. I believe he said the first time his dad left out a Playboy. He said that. There's a famous quote where he goes, "My dad left out that Playboy that I found when I was 8 years old." And he goes, "It affected every decision I ever made in my entire life after that point."
I don't think I've told this story on the pod before, and if I have, it's a long time ago. And I'm not going to tell him. I'm going to say who told us this story.
Okay,
but we know them. He was once visiting Kanye, like post college. Like Kanye wasn't like where he is now, but as before. Dark Twisted Fantasy was like kind of like still backpack Kanye. And Kanye was like, "Oh, yo, I got to go like record or whatever. I'll be right back. Here, yo, I want to show you something though." And hands him a laptop that has a PDF document that is just thousands of pages of nudes that had been sent to Kanye.
Awesome.
And our friend was scrolling for several minutes and never reached the end of the document until he came back and was like, "All right, I'm good."
Do you think Virgil creative directed that PDF file?
Yeah, every image just like perfectly.
Maybe that's what
lined up.
Maybe that was Iban's job. Hey, put all these nudes together.
Yeah,
the porn was amazing. A couple other things. Meeting Pharrell, that was so cool to see. And Pharrell's like, "Yo, this guy's incredible. Like, he's so good at what he does." That's such a cool moment. I don't think anyone, and obviously Beyonce is in that backstage area. Yeah. This is on the Rock Dynasty tour with Jay-Z.
Was that the tour with Jay-Z and DMX?
No,
because
DMX was not. When you think of the Dynasty, that was him, Memphis Bleak. That is what was her name? Amelie.
Amelie?
I don't know. Whatever.
Emil Haney?
But no, I don't think DMX would have been headlining his own tours at this point. I think
no, because Jay-Z and DMX did a tour. I think it was Hard Knocks tour or whatever, and they did a behind the scenes.
That would have been before. That would have been before this then, because this is during the Blueprint.
They did have you ever seen the behind the scenes documentary where it's just like rappers like. Not Jay-Z, but like rappers whose names you would recognize just getting fucking slopped up on camera.
What?
Just like chilling in the green room, just getting toppy.
On some like Smack DVD, like rated X shit?
Yeah, it's like,
Smack DVD, huh?
It's like freestyle, like people freestyling backstage and like whatever. I've never seen the full thing. There's like clips of it
literally
on YouTube.
you see they're getting slopped?
I don't think you see dick, but you see like head
I'm
bob.
not interested.
You see knob slobbing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do research.
Okay.
And then also at that concert, what I thought was very funny is the Chaining Day footage, which people have seen before when Kanye talks about, "Made it to the Rockefeller team." The crowd doesn't care at all. That really blew me away. He's in Chicago.
No one knew.
And I know he talks about like everyone, they're fucking his name up and, he's at the conference, but like, not represented in the way that like maybe he hoped, where he's just as a producer and he's a bit second fiddle. But like you would think that the city of Chicago, at an arena show, seeing one of their own get signed to Rockefeller, like they weren't even cheering. I was almost bummed out to see that.
The people are fickle.
They didn't have the vision, I guess.
It was just wild, like front to back, just seeing like Kanye like have to like knowing who he is now. And this is so banal, but just like it's an hour and a half of him like having to go and like knock on doors. And it's like he would have to go and like knock on a door, wait, knock again, and then be let in. Like that is
it's funny to see Kanye be a civilian, to be even though he did H to the Izzo and he was charging 50 racks for a beat and all that.
But producers, there were no producer tags back then. There were like producers aren't the fucking. There was no social media, so producers aren't like the stars they are now.
Even to this day, like Kanye doesn't use a producer tag. I mean, obviously he's from a different generation, but
right.
I will say that I think we were basically half right. Where like these are the wrong guys to maybe like direct it. The footage is good, and also everyone is familiar with the Kanye hero's journey, right? Like we all know this story. Yeah, he's told it on Last Call. It's part of the myth.
But just to see it all compiled together in a linear fashion was very compelling and fire. And obviously, everyone.
Are we going to be doing reviews of every ep as they come out for the next 2 weeks? No. This is it. We're only doing one.
Yeah, this is it.
Well, we're going out on a high note because honestly, man, I would give that ep. That's like 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Oh, really? On Letterboxd or whatever?
Well, I'm gonna wait for my Letterboxd review.
What's your one fucking quippy little witticism?
Well, no, hold on. Fucking relax. First and foremost, I'm a critic and I take my job very seriously. But also every time I mention my Letterboxd on pod, the follower is just fucking good. I'm almost at 1K.
Good.
Yeah. Follow me on Letterboxd at Sartorially Inc. on all platforms. No, I'm going to wait to give the review until I see the whole thing. So I can give it a bad review because we said we were not looking forward to it.
Can you watch The Ringer and put it on Letterboxd?
If it's on streaming, I would love to watch The Ringer.
It's on Hulu or Amazon.
You sure about that? All right, I'll check it out.
Endorsed by the Paralympics.
Yes, that was was that in the Accord that someone said that?
Yeah, but I think that was like if you read the Wikipedia, it's like they reviewed the script and like approved it.
They're like, we love this representation.
And apparently all the critics are like, wow, this is actually like great in that it gives like differently abled people like it humanizes them.
Yeah,
it humanized Kanye. Not to draw a line between Kanye West and Johnny Knoxville faking stolen valor.
Yeah. As we all know, woke is broke. And if you can find a way to toe the line and you can humanize, then you might have a fucking instant plastic on your hands like this episode of the only podcast that matters.
Jeff.
Should we do Black Star or should we do Less Than Jake?
Less Than Jake.
All right. See you guys next week.